AJ, thank you for sitting down with me.
Thank you for having me.
You are incoming president of the Manitoba Seed Growers Association. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're here at SeedLink in Brandon, Manitoba. Let's talk about that first. This is sort of a first time, well, I shouldn't say first time event. MSGA used to have a 2-day gala conference every year, and then it was 1-day event for a lot of years. Now you've decided to return to that 2-day format. What made you decide to do that?
So last year at our AGM, which was held in Headingley, I guess at the Next Seed facility, it was brought up that we look at going back to a 2-day format. Our industry partners absolutely jumped on board with like CCAN, FP Genetics, Cantera Alliance. They were all on board for doing this as well. As seed growers, we were traveling multiple times to multiple meetings, and to have this all under one roof, I think is going to be beneficial for everybody involved.
Yeah, it's exciting to sort of have that gala event to attract more people, get more buzz going.
Absolutely, yeah. We're hoping for definitely an increased attendance, and we're excited to hear the feedback at the end of the event on Thursday.
You are incoming president of Manitoba Seed Growers, taking over for Tom Greaves. It's a 2-year term. What are some of your goals, aspirations as president?
So for goals, I guess is to get the youth more involved. We've got some younger seed growers that are out there that we feel that we could capture them and get them to some meetings and maybe get them on the board. I also will continue to work with our industry partners, and I would like to promote the new CSGA campaign that they've done. We're looking at ways to distribute that message throughout the seed growing, or throughout the Seed Growers Association.
Yeah, well, and that was the Choose Certified Seed campaign.
That's right.
That is ongoing, and you were actually in the promotional video for that campaign. Yeah,
so I was given the opportunity to be a part of it. It was a very exciting opportunity, and another chance just to get the message out there to promote the use of certified seeds. So it was a very exciting chance for me to be a part of it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, probably something different maybe you never done before.
I would never have done that in my life, except I was asked, and I thought let's go with this and let's give it a go.
Well, and things are changing for seed growers, people in this industry. It's a different time, and that includes your business, I'm sure. Can you tell us a little bit about your seed business and your history doing this?
So my dad started it in 1980. And so I was born and raised into it. So it was just a natural fit to continue on with it. My dad is still involved a little bit, but it was just a natural fit to go with it. And after I came home from school, I did my graders and operators license, and that's coming up 25 years already. And but we're just a small piece of the puzzle that is part of the Manitoba Seed Growers Association.
Yeah, it's a big industry, a lot of people involved, and like I say, there's a lot of challenges growers are going through right now. Regulatory, seed regulatory modernization is a big one. There's been a lot of people involved on the task teams as part of the SRM process. I know you weren't involved in any of those task teams. I mean, you're a busy guy. I can't imagine how many hours were involved in that. And is that whole process something you've been really keeping up with?
I'm trying to keep up with it as much as I can, and from my MSGA role. But as far as a task team, I could not commit to the time involved. I couldn't imagine how many hours have been spent on it. But I think we're excited to see where this goes and the opportunity that arises for the seed grower once we get it finalized.
Yeah, well, and for you as a seed grower, I mean, is there one big regulatory change or something that you would like to see as a seed grower that you think might maybe make your life easier?
Less audits. No, it's to keep everybody in line, and rules are rules, right? So we want to make sure we do this right as a more from the CSGA level.
Is it a challenge working with family?
We have such a great working relation that there's no ripples in the system very often.
You actually have a good working relationship.
Very good, yeah.
And that can be kind of a rare thing, because a lot of people, working with family can be a challenge, but maybe you're like one of the lucky ones that manages to keep that relationship strong.
I'm usually the one that tries to set the schedule for the week, and my mom's the bookkeeper, and my dad's the gopher, I would like to call him. If I need something, go for this, go for that. And then we've got a full-time hired man that does the day-to-day operations between the seed plant and then the farm work, spring and fall, and well, year round for that matter. It's just a very streamlined operation, I think, that we always get along well, and very few hiccups. So,
what's your, I guess, if somebody asks you, what's like your top piece of advice for working with family to make that easier? Is there one thing that comes to mind for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say open communication. We have a great discussion, whether it's in the evening or a weekend or even during business hours. And I think open discussion, communication, it's key to who's doing what and what the plan is for maybe that day or that week or that year. And I feel that we just always get along and have those discussions, and I think it's very beneficial to the business.
Yeah, it's not working with family can be not easy sometimes, but yeah, it sounds like you've done very well at it. And like you say, it takes work. You have to communicate, but as long as you can do that, then that's sometimes half the battle.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, thank you, AJ, for sitting down with me.
Well, I appreciate you having me, and I look forward to my next couple of years as president of the MSGA, and I have some goals in mind, and we'll see if we can achieve them.